Let's travel the world. Let's travel the world. So much to do, so much to see, stretching the map out wide. Ticket for two, just you and me, watching the road unwind. Take off your shoes, kick up your feet, follow the dotted line. Taking the view, lost in the breeze. Don't think twice, cause...
Hey everyone, welcome back to another adventure with our family. We are once again parking our caravan at another beautiful spot. We're literally camping in a postcard. Last time we were in this area, it was the middle of winter and freezing. But we're enjoying the summer sun and long days out here at Lake Pukaki in the McKenzie district. This is definitely an episode you're going to enjoy with such stunning, beautiful scenery. But let's begin. Hey everyone, welcome to another episode. We are heading towards Lake Pukaki today into the McKenzie Basin. We've been here in Cromwell a few nights. Because we're in town, I'm just never really that motivated to film, but we are heading to a beautiful spot today. Everyone's a bit hay feverish, but let's go up the road. So from Cromwell to Pukaki, it's a much longer drive than we'd normally be doing. But if you follow us on Facebook or Instagram, that you would see that we are on our way to Kaikoura for Christmas. So the drive through this part of New Zealand is pretty barren through the Lindis Pass, which offers though some pretty unique views the whole way along.
I am not a stranger to the dark, to the cold. I know them well. All the pride hidden deep inside my soul. Oh, to be somebody else. When I'm gone, Lord knows I'll be gone. When I'm gone, oh, I'll be.
Well, we've made it to Twizel. We're filling up with diesel and water here. The good thing about these McEwen fuel stations is they usually have taps between the fuel pumps, so making use of that. The Twizel dump station here is very busy. It's the only dump station for quite a while, so getting water, and it's also a bit tight access if you're a big caravan, so it's a good spot. So from Twizel it's only 8 kilometers to Lake Pukaki. They have got some quite loose freedom camping rules in this area, with a few designated spots as well close to the main road where toilets are provided. But we drove in to have a look, but for 2 PM it was already looking pretty busy in the camping spots. With a large caravan, it looked like we'd be squeezing between large rental vans, which would make getting level quite tricky, so we had less options. I also knew that there were some better spots up the Braemer Mount Cook Road, which would be quieter, but I just didn't know where they were. So with our new friends Stu and Cherie following along, we were on the hunt for the site with the views and the better lake access. We've been driving around the Oldaki or the Mount Cook Braemer Station Road trying to find a spot to freedom camp. We had a good recommendation from our friend Shannon, but we drove past it, and I know that there are a couple of other good spots, so mate, we're trying. We've pulled over a few times, gone for a bit of a walk. You can freedom camp along this road if you're self-contained, so we're trying to find the optimal spot for a few nights. Enjoy the view. But then we found our spot with the views, the lupins and the lake access. How good is this?
When I'm gone, oh,
We're in our spot here now at Lake Pukaki. The wind is dying down. We've got our friends Stu and Cherie, who we're not sure who's stalking who, but they've followed us out here as well. Well, we followed them, and we are camping amongst the lupins with this beautiful view. Leopardsgowild. Tell us about what you've been doing.
I've collected a whole lot of pine cones.
What for?
A fire.
Are you allowed fires?
Yup.
How did it come?
We passed a sign on the way and it said you're allowed to.
Is it green, eh? The sign was green. This area is a high fire risk area, but they have 3 levels: green, a restricted permit required, and then the total ban. So lucky for Toby, we're in the green. We were definitely feeling like we had hit the jackpot with this spot. Relax, unwind, and enjoy all that there was to offer here.
I've heard people talk of this thing called love. It's something that I never knew. The twisting and turning song in my head sounds like hallelujah. And I feel like I'm falling. I don't know what to do. It's like waves on the ocean.
Good morning, team. Well, it is just a cracker day. The wind is still, the lake is like glassed off. It's beautiful here. This is definitely one of those awesome campsites. Today we're going to head further up this road. There's a spot called Jolly's River. So I think that's kind of where the road ends. I'm not sure. Maybe there's some four-wheel driving. We're going to go explore, see what's up there. But look at this. Oh, unreal. We get a few people asking us about dogs. This spot here is like lake camp in the Ashburn Lakes, which is an awesome spot, but you aren't allowed to have dogs there, but you can here. So this place is pretty similar, just as beautiful.
It just gets better, better with you. We go together, sticking like glue. We'll do whatever, do what we do, and it just gets better, better with you.
This is the headwaters of Lake Pukaki. You can see the glacial flower. There's lots of different tones of blue out there in the lake. Amazing, eh? The start of a giant lake. Lots of braided rivers. Cool, this seems to be the end of the public road, then it goes into the Mount Cook station here. I don't know who owns this land because it says on this sign that you got to continue up the riverbed to get to the dock conservation area, so maybe it's Mount Cook station. And look at the house up here, man, what a spot. I don't know how on earth you would get the ability to build a house in such a beautiful spot. If you're watching from overseas, to give you some perspective, these mountains are over 10,000 feet, and we are currently at like 500 meters here, which is around 1,500 feet. So boom, they go up pretty quick.
We've brought a picnic lunch to this spot so we can share some lunch with our friends.
The girls packed all this lunch stuff for having a picnic out here. So we're going to enjoy, and I'm going to put up a time lapse because these clouds are trippy as. Unless you're planning to do one of the really long hikes, there's not a whole lot to do out here other than enjoying the beautiful scenery.
We're going for a swim.
No, Jaden.
The water from these lakes is all used for hydroelectrical dams, and the lakes are quite low, especially for this time of the year.
So the afternoon has arrived and things are really heating up. It's getting really hot. The sun is feeling super burny. So we're all down at the lake here having a cool off and a dip. This place is so unique, eh? Like when we were here in the winter, it was
hoarfrost, freezing cold temperatures, and in the summertime it's just absolutely bakes here. The wind has died off, it can get very windy, but she's stunning today. Tomorrow is supposed to be even hotter. Can you stand up? Tell me a bit about swimming in the lake, what it's like.
It's a great view and I can see up to my toes. And the water is nice and refreshing. I can barely see my toes.
Do you think you need wetsuits on?
To enjoy it, yes. Unless you want to only go for a dip.
Bro.
Unlike other leopards, that's the coldest thing I've ever done. I'm the bravest person I know.
Hey Tam, it's been a bit of a cracker day today, but we're about to crack into some dinner. I thought I would share with you what we're going to have. We're going to have some massaman curry, which I think is like a yellow Thai curry. We thought we had green Thai curry in the cupboard, but we don't. So we're just going to have a bit of this, and we are going to use the rest of the elephant fish that we caught at Colac Bay. So this fish is pretty firm, eh? It's almost like chicken. So we're going to cut that up. I've never ever cooked with fresh fish before other than crumbing and battering it. So it's a bit of an experiment. So with some rice, some curry, let's go. Cooking curry is a pretty good camping meal because it just requires one pan and like one pot of rice. And pretty much once you get the rice boiling, you can take it off the heat and just let it sit in its own hotness, and the rice kind of just continues to cook itself. So curries are a good camping meal. So I just had a mix of fresh and frozen veggies and a couple of cans of coconut cream and a bit of crushed garlic. I'm one of those cooks that never measures anything, I just make it all to taste. If it needs more garlic, then I add more. I ended up using the entire jar of massaman curry that I was cooking for 7 people, so I didn't really need the spoon here. But I stirred it through, I let the spice cook before I added the coconut cream, and then I added the fish, and it is nearly done. Sweet, well we have all of our ingredients in the frying pan now. We've I have also added a little bit of coriander, because we all like coriander in our family. Some people hate it, but we like it. So it's looking pretty good. I've already tasted it. It's tasting like one of the best curries ever, I reckon. It's so good. How is it, girl?
Great.
Is it yum?
Yep. Nah.
We have visitors again. Familiar people. We've got Stu and Sheree here having some of our curry. Must be good if they come back for seconds.
Waves on the ocean, over and over, pulling me closer. I feel like I'm falling. I don't know what to do. It's like waves on the ocean, over and over, pulling me closer to I'm falling, I don't know what to do, it's like...
Today is our first day to get to 30 degrees and it is so nice out in the water. Kids have been out there all day swimming. Definitely feeling like summer, which is nice. This day was an absolute cracker. The kids spent the whole day in their wetsuits swimming. They first hopped in at about 9:15 in the morning and their last swim was around 7 PM. We definitely like to make the most of days like this because it's not uncommon to wake the next day to weather that is not so fun for camping. Well team, 4 days here, the weather is turning, it's been very windy overnight, but yeah, you can't even see the mountains now. We're in a bit of a sun shower, but time to pack up. At least we had 3 awesome days here. Got to expect a bit of a rough day when you're this far in the mountains. Bye to our friends John and Shirley. Cool team, well that was Pukaki, beautiful spot. A lot of people messaged about some of our photos on Instagram and Facebook, which is a reminder you can follow our daily adventures on there. But you can freedom camp if you're self-contained along the edge of Lake Pukaki. There are a few places you aren't allowed to. This one's quite far down the road. We're past the Braemer station here, so just jump on Google Maps and have a look. Just go for a drive, go for a wander, and I recommend hopping out, parking on the side of the road and walking into a few places to see if it's suitable to get your vehicle down. But this is definitely a magic one. But yeah, we'll leave you here. See you later. If you've made it this far through the video, thanks heaps for watching. Hope that you have a great holiday season, and we look forward to sharing more adventures with you in 2024. Catch you in the next episode.